Let me take another sip. Happy Friday. I'm Colin Lamb, aka the Tone Wizard. And I hope you're doing very well wherever it is that you may happen to be. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much for asking. And welcome to Ween Talk, episode 36. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Trump, Biden, and Obama Make a Ween tier list video that's kind of been making the rounds on the internet. I've seen a couple of these lists not pertaining to Ween kind of going around. I don't really know what this is, if I'm perfectly honest with you. But a couple of people sent a link to this video to me, including my buddy Mikey, who I've got to get on the channel, and then the original poster, the creator of the video, Trevor Ganoe, sent this to me over Instagram, and I'm happy to take a look at it, and I'm excited to take a look at it because I don't have a fucking clue what it is. But on this note, before I get into this video, I just want to say that I haven't been making a lot of Ween Talk episodes of late, hardly any at all since I did the Ween albums ranked video from a while ago. You can check that out on my channel. But to be honest with you, there hasn't been much to talk about in the world of Ween. I do know that they just announced a summer tour. I don't think I'm going to make it to any of those dates because none of them are on the West Coast here, anywhere near me. And to be honest with you, I've done a lot of Ween in the past couple of years, and I think I've been having fun on my channel exploring new music. I've gotten into Fish. I've discovered a band called Ghost, which is fantastic. Done videos about them. You can check that out on my channel. And I'm going to see Fish in April, right before my birthday. So I'm fucking pleased as punch about that. But there hasn't been a lot going on with Ween. And by that, I mean there hasn't been new music, which is something that I think many people are really looking forward to if that happens and if there's a possibility. So I do want to ask you, why do you think they haven't made a new album? And are they going to make another album? Please let me know in the comments what you think about that below. If I were to speculate, I would say that there's two possibilities. The last full studio album they did, I believe, was Quebec, and it's my favorite. We'll see what these clowns think of it, but that's my favorite album. So there's very high standards that they have to meet. And after such a long time between those albums, there's a lot of anticipation and expectation from the fans, which I think would freak even the best artist out. So I think that maybe either they don't have material that they think is up to that standard, or it's not ready. Maybe they have been working on it. Let me know if you've heard anything through the grapevine. Please do let me know, because I really hope that they're working on it and it's going to come out maybe just by surprise one day and it's going to kick us all in the balls. And I would definitely be getting my ass to a Ween show if that were the case. But I think that another possibility would be that maybe they aren't working on a new album and they're just making a very comfortable living touring, which is fair enough as well. So let me know what your thoughts are, and bearing in mind that it's all fucking speculation. If I think back to the first episode of Ween Talk I did where I talked about my personal experience at the very first show I'd ever been to, which was at the Queen Elizabeth Theatre in 2011, the show that basically led to Ween breaking up. I speculated freely on that, and a lot of people took exception to the things I'd said. And I look back at that video like 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't know if it's a video that I'm particularly proud of, but I leave it up. It's got like 15,000 views or whatever, and it brings new people to the channel, so I'm happy to leave that up there. But anyways, enough about that. Let me know what you think about those things in the comments, and let's check this out here, because once again, I have no real fucking idea what this is. We've got the 44th President of the United States of America, Barack Obama. We've got the orange guy with the spray tan whose hair kind of looks like a 60-year-old chain smoker's handlebar mustache at a NASCAR event with a can of Mountain Dew there. And we've got the confused old guy that I keep seeing on TV. He kind of wanders into these press conferences. They seem important. He doesn't vaguely seem to know where he is. And somebody should really pin a note on his sweater and let people know who he is and how they can get him back to wherever he's wandered off from. All kidding aside, these are various leaders of the United States of America, and I'm hoping that I enjoy this because I got to be honest with you, I'm Canadian, and in terms of American politics, I'm fucking tapped the fuck out. So I'm hoping this will maybe bring some brevity to the situation by weaving something I don't care for into something I do care about. But let's check this out. Thank you very much, Trevor, for sending this in, and I can't wait to see what the hell's going on here.
All right, then, let's get to evaluating the discography of Ween by means of a tier list.
Ween is the GOAT, so they definitely deserve this.
I kind of prefer Neutral Milk Hotel, honestly.
Take that back right now, Sleepy Joe, or I will make sure there will be another raid on the Capitol by this time tomorrow.
Shut Up Donald Ween is great, but there are many bands that are more nuanced and intelligent, like Weezer, Swans, and Fish, among many others.
You're a fucking disgrace to the Oval Office for what you've just said, Joe.
Gotta agree with
dear.
the Don, Joe. That was pretty cringe. Okay, now let's start with the first album, God Ween Satan. It's an okay debut, but I think it can go in C tier, honestly.
Yep, it's pretty mid. Barack just put it in C tier.
Wrong. Are you seriously telling me an album with Birthday Boy and Fat Lenny isn't stacked? This is a gem of a record with tons of variety and manic energy. I can understand how the aggressive sonic nature of it might hurt your sensitive snowflake eardrums, Sleepy Joe, but the rest of us dementia-free listeners can appreciate this album.
I think
Fucking
I
what, Donald?
gotta side with Joe. I think I put it a little higher than C tier.
For real.
Because this album also has Moving Away, Laura and Molly.
Laura and Molly are both masterpieces. You're just dumb. This is Ween's most artistically challenging record. The lo-fi sound is its trademark, and it has a unique atmosphere unlike anything else.
This album sounds like complete and utter ass cancer. The songwriting is a definite downgrade. And
not
personally,
even
I don't
fucking
see the appeal of its overall sonic aesthetic. Then again, it also has Captain Fantasy, and She Fucks Me, so it has its moments.
The
Wow.
live version of She Fucks Me is a wonderful...
I'm getting more. There's more things that I agree with that some of these men have said than anything I've actually heard out of their actual mouths. Wow.
tune.
Damn it, you clowns don't know great art when you hear it?
Neither do you. You like Fish, for Christ's sake.
Fuck you, Donald.
Pure
Hey,
Guava is
oh,
next,
shots
and I've got
fired.
to say, I dig this one quite a bit.
But whatever, let's just talk about Chocolate and Cheese since it's a literal masterpiece.
What's that? Did Sleepy Joe finally say something right?
Yes, I think we can all agree this is a great record. It was a huge step up for the band in every regard, from production to musicianship to songwriting.
Buenas Tardes, Amigo is such a powerful song with a rich narrative that is delivered so effectively that it made me forgive all of Mexico for 7 whole minutes.
It's good to know we can all agree on something. Let's put it in S.
He's never said anything that articulate in reality. I'm digging this.
tier. Moving on to the Mollusk, let's just save time and put it in S tier since no one could possibly...
Put it in C tier. This album is overrated as fuck.
Whoa, what the hell?
The fuck is wrong with you, Sleepy Joe? Did Kamala say you're not allowed 5 minutes without spewing venomous cringe from your jowls?
Look, I can't deny that songs like Buckingham Green, The Mollusk, and Ocean Man are all-time bangers. But people forget about the filler tracks like Johnny on the Spot and Waving My Dick in the Wind, which are definitely mid.
Oh, come on, Joe.
No.
Waving My Dick in the Wind is goated.
Waving
I
is
just wish
goated.
Michelle would let me listen to it.
Look, Sleepy Joe, I know hating on this album is your second favorite thing besides voter fraud, but you cannot deny that this is one of the best albums of the 90s.
Yes, I can, and here's fucking why. The Mollusk is a lot like Sgt. Pepper. It's a good straight-through listen, but the individual tracks are mostly mid as hell.
Ooh, that's rich, Joe, almost as rich as me. Did you wake up this morning and say, why be wrong about one great band when I could be wrong about 2?
Beatles are gay and lame.
Fuck off.
Holy shit, guys, we're getting off track. Joe, I can see what you're saying, but the Mollusk is such a strong piece as a whole. And I think individual songs
Is
like
this-
Mutilated Lips and The Golden Eel, among many others,
Is this like you write what you want them to say and they say it? Is that what this is? I'm confused. Is this some kind of AI generated thing? I'm not too sure. Let me know. I got to talk to Trevor. I got to have Trevor on the show here.
prove you.
Sleepy Joe, don't be a dumbass. Obviously, all of those songs are the bomb diggity. The problem is that they couldn't decide if they wanted to go in a browner direction or not. This makes the album, even at its greatest peaks, feel very disjointed.
You're fucking wrong. The album is meant to present a false sense of goofiness, which gives way to a depression in the second half. It's an incredibly emotional album filled with just as much sadness as there is humor.
If I wanted to listen to a couple of burnouts being sad for an hour, I'd go to a Colorado ghetto, not listen to an inconsistent album that tries to be depressing and sincere, but also has Hey There Fancy Pants and the Fuck Jam. Barack, especially since this is an easy S tier.
You gotta be fucking joking.
This is by far their best album.
This is
It has
brilliant.
the most
I love this.
variety.
Thank
It
you
has
very
the
much
most
for making this,
brownness
Trevor.
Without sounding like shit. And the track sequencing elevates it above being your average collection of songs not properly released beforehand.
Donald, maybe the only reason you love this album is because of how much you relate to the song Big Fat Fuck You Tubby Orange Prick.
Go sniff a girl, Sleepy Joe. I could have made the same joke about you and Mr. Richard Smoker, but I didn't. Your lowbrow humor is disappointing, very disappointing.
You are both being way too harsh. If I ran for office a third time and used Light Me Up as my campaign theme, I would have won.
Whatever, I'm going to go listen to Fish.
I'm going to ask Michelle if I can listen to Common Bitch in the car.
I'm going to rank the Moist Boys discography with Mike Pence. Later, nerds.
Wow. Trevor Ganoe, man, fucking take a bow. That's brilliant. I don't know how you made that. I don't know how that works. I'm assuming that you wrote all the things you wanted them to say, and somehow there's some kind of thing that makes them say it. I don't know. I'm not up to date with this shit. I'm not up to date with AI. But that was fantastic. Thank you very much for that. You got to come on the show. We got to talk about that, and I'd love to talk to you about Ween, because maybe that's something that could, seeing those guys talk about Ween made me kind of remember. I used to do a lot of live shows and a lot of interviews with people and talk to people about Ween. So I'd love to have you on the show. Now, I also realized that I keep saying that Quebec was Ween's last studio album. I don't know why I do it. I every time I say it halfway through a video, I realize that I've said it. And I realize that I'm wrong, and people are going to tell me I'm wrong in the comments of this video. But I don't care, because you know what? Unlike those three fucking mugs, I can admit when I'm wrong. And maybe the world would be a better place if people in those positions of power and privilege could admit that they were also wrong. Anyways, I really like that. Please let me know what your thoughts are about that in the comments below. And I clipped that up because I want you to go and watch the full thing on Trevor's YouTube channel that I'm going to share down in the description below. Please go check that out. Subscribe to his channel. Check out his stuff. I'll also put a link to his Instagram. And please go get involved with his channel and support what he's doing, because I really enjoyed that, and I think we've more. Actually, he also does Ween tutorials, some guitar tutorials on his channel. I actually made a cover of Frank on my channel that you can check out, and I actually watched his video to look at what he was playing, to see what I could basically steal, if I'm going to be honest with you, in my Ween cover. So go check his channel out. Thank you very much for sending that in. If there's any ideas that you have for future episodes of Ween Talk, please let me know. Or if you'd like to come on the channel and discuss something, I'm completely open to that too. If you've enjoyed this video, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Take very good care of yourself, and we'll see you later.